Okay, so today we talked about a statistic called the mean. The mean or average means that everybody's going to get an equal share. It can be a decimal answer, it can be a fraction answer. It's just you add them all up and you divide by how many their numbers, how many numbers there are, and zero counts. If I got a zero on a test, it would definitely affect my average. And so let's take a look at these. You've got 32, 18. 41, and 9. If I add all of that up, I get 100. And then normally I would have put them in order, but these numbers are there's only four of them. And so it says, what could the teacher do? And then I divide by four. So 100 divided by four, I can do that one in my head, is 25 cents. So how could it add them all up and divide by 4 um, and submit. Three classes. Normally when I'm adding decimals, I like to put the bigger numbers on top. If you can do it another way, that's um, so I am putting them in order 37.25 and 25.50. I get that this is 50, carry the $1. 10.22, 6, 9, 11. And then I've got to divide by 3. It's going to go off the board, but 3 goes into 3. That's 9. 22 would be 7. I get a 1. 5 would be 0.50. So I get 37.50. If you want to use I added them up and divided by 3. If you want to use a calculator for this, I have totally no problem with that. Kamaya guesses that the mean is 11. Well, without calculating, I've got 11 right here, and there's one dot above 11. It's at 12. But then I have 4 dots over here. I would think that the average is going to be somewhere closer to 8 without calculating. No. And how do I know? Yeah, only one dot was above 11, but 4 are less. Yeah, that's 4 than 11. I think that the average would be less than 11. Yeah, I think it's about 8.5 or something. Okay, lots of numbers. And so the first thing I would do is put these in order. Let's see, there's determine the mean. I'm going to have to add them up. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to go 6. Oh my gosh, you'll love that one. 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 12, 12. Is that? Yep, that's 12 days. I add that up, I get 108. And then 108 divided by 12 is 9. So the 9 minutes. Explain. It takes on average 9 minutes for my classmates to get to school. I think that's what we're talking about there. Yeah. Submit. Here we go. In the past 12, she said her mean was 9 minutes again. Wait, is this different numbers? I could have sworn I just did this one. Problem 4. Is it the same? Yes, the same numbers. You said that the mean was, what does this mean? I thought I already answered this one, sorry. I'm just gonna copy this answer. Can I copy? Control C. And then I'm gonna reread this question because it says, what does it tell you about the trip to school? Takes on, yeah. I think it's the same answer. Okay. I don't know why they made that separate problems. Hanjun's teacher gives 4 quizzes worth 5 points each. After 3 quizzes, okay, so it's out of 5. So you have a 4 plus a 3 plus a 4 plus the thing you don't know. So I'm going to put that one as a Q for quiz. And equals, we want it to average 4. So I would have added them all up and divided by 4 to average 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 4. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is add 4 plus 3 plus 4, which is 11 plus Q. And then I multiply both sides by 4, equals 16. That got rid of that divided by 4. So if I multiply by 4 here, I multiply by 4 here, that gets rid of the divided by 4. And then I just subtract 11. And then I get Q equals 5. Oh, to average a perfect, to average 4, they're going to have to get a perfect score, 5 points. 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 averages to be 4. And you can kind of see that the extra 1 for the 5 covers the less 1 on the 3. And so, ooh, we got a matching one. Oh, and then I'm going to have to do some actual math. What? Okay, so 1 plus 1 is 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. And there's 6 dots, that's 2. But then there's 1 dot greater than the mean. This one is 4, 5, 6, 9. Divided by 6 is 1.5. This would be there's 2, which means that the mean here is 2. And yes, 0 and 4 average to be 2, 1 and 3 average to be 2, and 2 and 2 average to be 2. But if you added them all up, you get 7, 8, 10, 12 divided by 2 is 2. Around a mini golfing again, I would put these in number order, but I'm going to put the smallest on the bottom. I would get like a 1, 2, 2. There's 3 3s, a 4, 4, and a 5. I add all of those up, and I get 27. There's 9 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I got 9 numbers. And so 27 divided by 9 is 3. And so 3 putts per hole. Explain. The average was 3. And yeah. Okay, some exponents. Well, 4 times 1 to the 3rd power. Well, 1 times 1 times 1 is just 1. So you get 4 times 1 equals 4. Then I get 4 times 2 cubed. Well, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So 4 times 8 is 32. And then, 1/2. Well, 4 times 1/2 to the 3rd power. If 2 to the 3rd power is 8, then 1/2 to the 3rd power is 1/8. And 4 times 1/8 is the same as 4/8, or 1/2 is 1/2. Next. You want greater than -3. Well, -2 is greater than 3. This would be +4, and this is 3.5. That's, yeah, positive's going to be greater than a negative. Let's see how I did. Yay, I got them all right today. So if you have any questions, please ask in class. If not, I'll see you in the next video.